Everybody. To Sunday, a few days ago, I said that I was going to be stepping off of YouTube, and I said that Sunday was going to be my last day. Um, then I changed my mind and said that, well, you know what, I might try to stick around a little bit longer. I got some messages from people, and they said, they didn't like that idea. They figured that I should continue putting up content. And I said, well, maybe I'll stick around for a little bit longer and try to stick around until at least the second week of August. They had some things going on in the second week of August that I figured need my attention. But you know what? I'm going to be stepping away from YouTube, and this is going to be my last video on this channel. I might put up the video, sort of a letter, a produced video explaining any of the reasons why I'm going to be stepping off of YouTube on my main channel within a couple of days. But other than that, you guys probably will not see me around here online for a long time. And again, I need to organize my thoughts. I need to get a script together to explain to people why I'm going to be stepping away. It's going to be for a long period of time. Probably you guys won't be seeing me till after Christmas. And yeah, I mean, there's a lot of reasons why I'm going to be stepping away. One of the main reasons why is that with my schedule and something that I'm trying to get going, on top of that with my training routine, I feel like a lot of this is going to be in the way as well. I finally dropped down actually to the weight that I wanted to be at, and I'm trying to now lift weights to increase the weights. And I feel like being around YouTube and engaging with people occupies a lot of time. I also want to take care of some things that I got to take care of off my home business. And regarding some of the YouTube drama and nonsense going on, look, it's always going to happen. We got to the point now to where I feel like that side of the community is defeated. And observing the behavior is very clearly indicative of the fact that they're not really trying to hear anything. It's like this nonsense that just happened recently. I mean, we all heard it. I mean, even people in the comment section were pointing out that they heard it as well. I got the clip. It's going to probably be in this next video where Dragnot says, word for word, we all heard this guy say it, that he just received confirmation from the Gary Ridgways that man lost his job. We all heard him say that. This was actually said and alluded to more than one time after J-Man lost his job. And somehow they all forgot that, and they spin this narrative that G-Man didn't lose his job, that he actually lied about that. But who the hell did they get the confirmation from? It's like, there's no qualms, there's no regard for, even in their side of the community, where they know someone in their own side is lying now, but they're not going to call it out. I mean, this really isn't a community anyways. This isn't I shouldn't say it's not a community, this really isn't, a group of people who are trying to hear things. That speaks volumes to their side, and it just shows you really what it is that you're dealing with. And to me, it's kind of foolish. If you're going to see something like that happen, I mean, even after this, there's going to be some sort of excuses, or some retard is going to say something in defense of this nonsense. But we all know what it is. We all can clearly see what we're saying. And I think it's very foolish on my part to believe that if that level of dishonesty is going to go on in this community, that of course there could be any reasonable exchange. So I'm not going to be involved in this community anymore for a long time. I honestly don't really want to be here anymore at all. There's other reasons as well too. I mean, I've seen just too much hypocrisy. I mean, Nate Brody sent me a comment earlier today It's like, oh, well, you know what? Let's just let this all. Let's just get back into the discussions and the debates. You know, blah blah blah. All right, you know what? I agree with that. Let's do that. Then immediately afterwards, he's sending me a video trying to talk to G-Man about lying. It's a more drama video that was produced. Like, dude, make up your mind. You know, these people want to talk about 1 second. Then you know what? Let's get back to the discussion. And they never want to get back to the discussion. Um, they want to maintain this level of garbage. It's just like, you know what? Let them have it. You notice that I got back into talking about this stuff after G-Man lost his job. You know, I wasn't really paying attention to these people beforehand. Go ahead. No. But look at Matthew. I mean, like, why would they tell him that? Why wasn't he working? Why was he so active every single day immediately after he lost his job? I mean, you guys need to try to use your brain cells to think like a damn adult, okay? Why, after he lost his job, was he constantly active after YouTube, after that day? Look at all the videos he was putting up during the day. You know, they got confirmation from the Gary Ridgways, and I think that makes sense what G-Man was saying. But G-Man's wrong about what he's saying. The boss is lying. Instead of what actually happened and what was confirmed by the Gary Ridgways, some dumbasses on the internet that want to think about it with their own damn brain, right? Like they know what was happening. We should take their opinion on it, right? Matthew, why should I take your opinion over what G-Man said? Why should I take your opinion over what G-Man's boss told these pieces of shit here online that got into his business? Why? Why is your opinion trumping what actually the people involved are telling you? Why? Like, we need to stop talking about this like this is some off-the-cuff crap. Like, oh, you know what? G-Man's lying. No. How dare any of you get involved in this and act like you can throw your 2 cents in, like it's going to trump the people who are involved? None of your opinions matter. You don't get to come over here and say, no, it's my opinion that G-Man's boss lied so that they could leave G-Man alone. It's my opinion that G-Man lied and that this was a scam. And ignore the fact that when this all happened a couple of days ago, they were told that G-Man lost his job. The facts speak, and they matter. Not what dumbasses on the internet want to say about those facts, okay? That's the truth. All this nonsense you guys are saying means nothing. Like, seriously, you guys need to squash that, like, now. What you say, Matthew, what Dragnock says, what the Gary Ridgway say after the fact, that's all slander. That's all gossip. That's all. Oh, yeah, here's the facts, but I don't care about that. I'm going to give my spin on it and say what I think about it. Yeah. The boss said that he got fired. He lost his job. And yeah, G-Man was here active a couple of days after he lost his job. But who cares about that? Here's what I think about it, and here's what I'm going to tell you about it. The hell with the facts. That's not good enough drama. Right? I mean, what is this? Prove it's true. Prove it's true. Give facts that it's true. That's the point. I mean, Saul says, well, who freaking cares, guy? That's the point about all this. It's not my business, I don't care. Other than the fact that they're going to be slandering and attacking this guy. No, it's bullshit. This shouldn't be happening to him. These people here online have no right to sit over here and spin this to try to make it sound like the guy was lying about this. The boss tells him he's fired. The Ridgways confirmed this. G-Man says he was fired. It's clear and obvious because days afterwards, He was constantly here on YouTube putting up videos, right? This is what happened. This is what Dragnock said out of his mouth when it happened, right? These are the facts. Everybody forgets these facts and acts like this wasn't even advertised here on YouTube a couple of days afterwards. And they're going to dig it into G-Man even more and try to make it sound like he's running some sort of scam days after him. They won't leave the guy alone. And for some reason, they pretend in his mind like he deserves this. Either you're all retarded, you're all this dumb to actually believe this, and you're too dumb to process what is taking place in front of your eyes, or, it's ridiculous. But this is what I'm saying. Like, this level of dishonesty is going on in this community, and I don't want to be any part of it anymore. That's the point, man. What do I do with that statement? Right? Angry Roach says, "True. Why would you get in the middle of it?" Here's how I got in the middle of it: by defending somebody who's being harassed and attacked. That's how. If I didn't speak up, who was going to speak up about it? This isn't just drama. This is where you guys are going after somebody's life and attacking them personally. This is what this is all coming down to. And it's I find it very interesting. Here's what's really kind of pissing me off about this, because for months they were getting on G-Man's case and laughing at him. Nobody wants to hack your phone, and I thought about that actually. We know what happened with Redline, and we know what happened with Consumed Fowler a few years ago, where the neo-atheists actually hacked into their phones, and there was this big drama where they publicly talked about this, where the neo-atheists would actually answer their Skype or answer their phone for them while they were away, or while they were talking, or while they were going about the business, and they would listen into their phone, right? That makes me think, how did they know the day that G-Man went back to work to call? Right? How do they know to call afterwards? Let's look at it from this perspective, okay? G-Man's boss lied. They don't need to go on that. There's no evidence for that whatsoever. Just some people here on the internet claiming that, right? Well, let's just say that G-Man, they let G-Man go for a couple of days and just pushed him aside and said, you know what, take a week off, wait for this all to blow over. Let's just look at it from this perspective, right? How will they know when he was going to be coming back? Right? Why was it this day that they chose to come? I mean, there's definitely something going on there. That's clearly that's obvious. But like I said, I mean, it's like these words that I say, even though it's very clear that there's a lot of illegal activity going on in this community, and it's now gotten to the point to where people are actually attacking people. This is now character defamation, right? It's going to be swept under the rug. These scumbags are going to just smile about it, laugh about it a little bit more, talk about it, like, oh yeah, right, but what about you, blah, blah, blah. I mean, like, it's going to get to it's going to continue, And this is what the community is. This isn't a community of people, clearly this side of the community, it's not a community where, like, what is right matters. What the truth is matters, It's a community to where they're the worst kinds of people. And I'm gonna clarify everything that I mean by this in this next video that I'm producing. Like I said, there's gonna be a video produced on my main channel explaining why I'm moving. I need to gather my thoughts and write down a script, show certain things, like some of this convenient information that's been left out over the last couple of days. Things that I've had to deal with during my exchanges with people who want to pretend they know things or don't, or want to obfuscate and derail discussions or play games. I mean, there's a lot of reasons why I want to definitely get away from this community. But Yeah, nobody cares what I think. Then why the hell are you on my channel? Apparently you do. Apparently you care enough to come over here on my channel and tell me that nobody cares, right? Just keep being negative and the truth will go away. Why do you think that happened? Look what this guy says. Matthew says, you weren't even part of the community. The people, the atheists called the CCP, left the community a long time ago. You know why Antonio's not here anymore? Because he's observed what's happened in this community, and I talked to him for his head. He doesn't want to be part of this. That's why. He doesn't want to deal with this nonsense and this drama here anymore. He sees how you people are. I had another chat with somebody just today who had a discussion with me explaining everything that I'm saying here now. He remembered what was said here on YouTube. Actually, a couple of people over the last couple of videos, if you watch it, they're saying the same thing. We all heard Dragnock over the video and the Gary Ridgways say that G-Man lost his job, and they got confirmation. Right? They lied. This is what they're saying about him now is character defamation. They knew a few days ago he lost his job. He got rehired. Right? But it doesn't matter what they got, who told them that the guy who hired him, it doesn't matter that he told them this, right? The boss is lying. G-Man's lying. The people who are actually involved are lying. Who knows the truth? Some scumbags on the internet that say so. Right? I mean, come on with this. But I mean, people here on the internet, they see it. And a lot of people aren't involved in the community because you are all scumbags. You're the worst kinds of people. And no one wants to be involved in this anymore because of you guys. You know? That's why. It's not because of intelligence or people being wrong or people being dumb. I mean, the people who are being dumb are the scumbags that are sitting over here talking trash. They're the loudmouths who run their mouth on a regular basis who don't even participate in discussion anyways. And when they do, it's someone like Dragnock that just sits and talks shit to the person he's speaking to for 30 to 45 minutes and then kicks him out of the room because he wasn't able to keep up with the chat. That's what it is, you know? Let's just be real here. That's exactly what it is. All this drama is indicative of the fact that you guys are too intelligent to have a discussion. You know? And everything that's going on here right now with G-Man is illegal. You're now dealing with character defamation. You're not only dealing with character defamation, he's cyber stalking and arresting. That's exactly what's going on here. He's involved with this because he directly connected himself with this by threatening, by blackmailing G-Man and claiming that if he didn't back off of the women off of the internet and stop talking about homosexuality and all this crap he's been saying about these people, he said that he was going to then call off the Gary Ridgways. That directly connects him with this activity here in this community. So if G-Man, and I don't know if G-Man is going to do this or not, I hope to God he does, but if he does this, he does have a case against him. Don't listen to what Nate Brody says or any of his Dragnock's friends say here online. Get your own damn lawyer and let them take care of it. You know, because of course, people here I mean, look at what they did today. I mean, that just annoys the hell out of me, like he would do something like that. Oh, well, you know what? Let's all have peace and have discussion. Oh, by the way, a couple of minutes later, he sends me a link to some guy who, probably another Ridgeway account, I'm just assuming, who is, you know, trying to talk about G-Man lying again. Like, you think I'm a fool? Like, you think I don't see what you're doing there? You think I'm going to entertain that? Am I going to respond to that? Well, I mean, what are you expecting me to do there? Well, no. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to be stepping off of YouTube. The next video that you're going to see produced, you're not going to like. No one's going to like. That video that I'm going to produce, I'm going to make sure that every person in this community mirrors it. Every one of them. Because that's going to be the last video that I've produced for a very long time. And it's going to be airtight. There's no way anybody's going to get out of that. There's going to be talk and it's going to be laughed and dismissed. But I want G-Man to mirror it on his main channel and all 3 of his channels that are active. I'm going to put it on my channel, make sure it's my channel trailer. I'm going to ask Veckel to mirror it. I'm asking Tony to mirror it. I'm going to ask Spoken. Everybody's going to mirror this video because it's going to be something I don't want people to forget. Forget all the trash talk we're going to be hearing on TST. Forget about all the trash. I mean, they're going to spin it how they want it. the truth is going to stand, because I'm not going to let these scumbags get away from what they did, and I need people to see what's going to happen, to them if they get involved with that community. Because this is no longer about, none of this nonsense is no longer about debating. This is about two sides. One side hating the other side, and now because they are not intelligent enough to engage in discussion, are leading to harassment and character defamation. Illegal activity is not prevalent in our community, and it's just actively dismissed. And anybody who calls it out and points it out for what it actually is laughed at and is just like dismissed out of hand. And that's something I'm not going to let slide. Hopefully G-Man sticks to him with the law, because to hell with what Dragnock says and anybody else in this community is his character defamation. I know this because I just talked to a lawyer. I talked to one earlier today and a few weeks ago, because for a while I've been trying to get G-Man to get involved here. And I hope that G-Man gets involved in this, and I hope he gets a lawyer involved in this. I don't know what he's going to do, but there's definitely a case that can be made. But all this nonsense that I'm seeing in this community, it's just like, they got a lot of nerve. They got a lot, even some of these people I'm seeing here in the comment section, it's like, who the hell do you all think you are? And they smile about it. And they walk away, because they know they're getting away with it. But people see who they are for what they actually are, not what they tell people about the events. Bring your facts to the table. How about that? Whoever's going to be responding to this video laughing away and just BSing their way out of a tight spot, whatever, you explain why it is that G-Man deserves what he deserves. You get timestamps, and you explain what you say, you dates to how all this unfolded, and we'll search through that and see what the truth actually is. I'll put off this video for the next couple of weeks. I'm not even seeing any content for sure after this video for a while. But that video that I produce, I'll continue whatever facts you supposedly have, and I already know what they actually are. And we'll include this into this video. How about that, guys? Look at Matthew, just leave that. Like, there's no emotion for any of this at all. How would you like it, Matthew, if somebody did this to you? How would you like it if somebody, because you got mad at somebody on the internet, or you had personal views here on the internet, and somebody didn't like what you did there, you just so happened to accidentally walk in front of the place of your business, you didn't mean to do so, you weren't paying attention to what you were doing, and then they were harassing you at your work. They were lying to your boss and speaking to your boss privately, and they caused you to lose your job. Then that would matter, right? You would hope to God that somebody would speak out and defend you, as you were also being laughed and mocked, and people were twisting things to try to justify that activity. Because it just so happened that you had a certain political viewpoint, a religious viewpoint that a group of people didn't fancy, right? But this is what it all comes down to. And of course, I'm going to hear the same BS. I mean, people are going to laugh it away at those videos in which people try to laugh it away and push it aside, brush it aside, everything that I'm saying, they're going to be upvoted because, like I said, I mean, truth doesn't matter in this community. And what only matters here in this community is what side you're on. If I said I was an atheist today and I didn't make this video, I said I'm an atheist. I started doing what was being done here now because I didn't like a Christian, it'd be justified. You guys would say, oh yeah, F that guy. And anything he'd say, he'd just dismiss out of hand. That's exactly what would happen. I've been around here long enough. You know, this hate it's escalating. It's escalating. What I've seen here online, especially with all of this going on, we all know damn well that this is true. See, here's what Chromany Loud says. G-Man docks himself. Yes, unfortunately, he docks himself. But let me give you a reality check here, okay, guys? If I go put a gun on the table, and I go set that gun on the table, and somebody takes that gun and they shoot me, and they say, well, you know what? It's your fault. You put the gun on the table. It's your fault. It doesn't work that way. Just because somebody might accidentally put their information out there in the sense where he walked in front of his business doesn't justify the activity of a community laughing at the fact and promoting the activity of getting that guy to lose his job. Just because you can call his job, just because you can lie to his boss, just because you can harass his job and prank call him, doesn't mean that you should or you're justified just because you have an opportunity to do so, right? Do you guys understand this? Let's say that that's true, okay? Good. Steven says, try this example. Just because someone leaves a safe outside doesn't mean you can just take it. Fine. No one can take a safe. If G-Man took a safe, he would want in that instance. But in this instance, causing somebody to lose his job, another wrong, okay, has nothing to do with that point. Right? It may be true that G-Man did something else wrong. Just like with every other human being watching this video, it may also be true that there might be some irrelevant matter that might have been done wrong by you guys, right? But this still doesn't justify this activity here. This is present now. Let's not dismiss that out of hand. Yes, I have evidence G-Man lost his job in the sense that he told me when he lost his job, and I have evidence in the sense to where after the Gary Ridgways confirmed it on camera and drag knocked himself. I mean, what the hell is this, you know? We just dismiss what his boss told these guys, right? We just dismiss what G-Man said. Someone on the internet that doesn't even know him personally, that's not involved in that business at all, that doesn't know any of this crap that's going on, he's just going to sit over and say, well, you know what? The boss told me that he was fired, right? But he's lying. Right? I mean, come on with this. Why? Because the Ridgeway says so? Because you atheists say so? What? Where does your opinion have any weight here? Where does your opinion have the right to just trump what was told to you by the guy who owned the business to say, well, you know what? You got to prove to me. No, they told you it, you know? Matthew, here's the question: is Matthew says, seriously, true? What's more likely, he got fired and be hired the same day that someone called his work, or that he perpetuated lies so people stopped calling his work? Well, what makes more sense? His boss actually telling people, and it was confirmed on the internet? Remember, we all know it was confirmed because Ragnar did say that, and so did the Ridgeways here live on camera, right? They all said this, right? What makes more sense? That after he got fired and lost his job and the calling stopped, that the boss actually called G-Man back and said, well, you know what, it wasn't right that you lost your job, and it seems like they stopped calling you, so we'll bring you back for a couple of days, and we're going to switch your schedule around so they don't keep on doing this. That sounds like a scenario that actually makes sense. We know the facts actually support this because the Ridgeways confirmed it and Dragnock himself. But again, what are we doing here in the comment section? We are dismissing out of hand all facts and going for the opinions of what a bunch of scumbags are saying and what they want us to believe about these events. Right? What Dragnock says, when any of you say what you're doing here, what your opinion is, doesn't matter. Right? You go on what was told to you by the boss and you leave it at that. Because you got no right to say anything else. If you say anything else, you're lying. If you try to steer people in a different direction, try to make them believe it was a scam, like you're trying to make them believe, and you ignore what was actually said, that he did lose his job, he was fired, then that's character defamation. Because we know what the facts actually are. How the hell am I going to press charges, you moron? This is like, you retarded? Like, how am I going to press charges? Is this me? No. God, like, this is what I'm saying. These people, it's not only that they're just malicious and ridiculous, they're also retarded as well, man. And these people I just don't want to associate with. But like I said, this video is going to be the last video until I produce this next video on my main channel. And after that, you guys aren't going to see me around anymore. This is just ridiculous. For sure, you guys are not going to be seeing me around anymore. If you want to do what you do with, let people do their talking. They can continue to do their talk. I'm going to be taking snippets of everything they say along the way, as well as all the clips that I've been gathering over the last couple of months. And well, they're not going to like what I'm going to have to say. And I'm going to produce this video in such a way to where, of course, there are going to be responses. But I'm going to make it very difficult for the reasoning to stick. Because I'm just, this isn't even me that's involved in it. This is just, you get tired of the hearsay gossip. There's a wrong that's been done here, and it's being done so frequently. And I'm going to come out and say it. It seems like some of the Christians here in the community that have been speaking to me, it's almost like they're getting threatened. Almost like they're trying, like this Gary Ridgway nonsense. You guys better be aware. I mean, the Christians that are watching this now too, that I'm not referring to. I have had a few Christians that have gotten a hold of me that are concerned with their information coming out too. That they're going to be harassed and get attacked. I mean, the hell with that. You don't let anybody intimidate you. Anybody who's listening to me, you can tell these people to shove it, man. Don't let anybody go online intimidate you. You know? The hell with them. If you figure out a way, you defend yourself. That's all I got to say. You defend yourself. You figure out a way to get back at them if you have to. You know what? Seriously, they got a brain just like you. If they can figure out how to get into people's information, so can you. You know, don't let these people back you down. But some of the comments that I've just been getting the last couple of days, especially some of the things I've been hearing That's kind of why you can hear in my tone I'm a little annoyed. A couple of discussions I've had with some Christians today really getting on my nerves with what I'm seeing from these people here online. And people in the community need to get a spine. You know, they need to get a spine. They do what they do here online because we let them. That's it. They do what they do here online because we let them. And I know I promised this one guy I wouldn't say anything, man, but it's like, all I know is that for the Christian that knows who I'm talking, like if they do what you think that they're gonna do, you need to you get a hold of me, man. Like seriously, just get a hold of me. Don't say anything publicly. Just get a hold of me. All right. But I'll figure something out. But no, I'm not gonna grow a spine and say it. I was told something in confidence, and I'm not gonna say it. And this wasn't G-Man. This wasn't Skylar. Every time I say Veckel, I think of Skylar because that won't be bad. It wasn't Veckel that wasn't Antonio, but it was somebody. I'm not gonna tell you anything that was so private. It's no one's business but mine and his. But you gotta just keep this in mind, man. Everyone who's listening, if they can do this, if they do this and they get away with it, then I mean, like what we're seeing now, they can get away with anything. And that's what's going to stick in the back of their mind. I mean, one guy's just told me here in the comments, nothing's going to happen. And the sad part about it is that I got a feeling that's actually true. Got a feeling that that's actually true. Nothing might happen. But something definitely could happen. And all the people involved have to do is sweat the opportunity. And that's it. Yep. That's her name here says G-Man gave everybody his full name when bragging about his marathon time. Well, okay. I just bring you back to the analogy I gave you. I throw my gun on the table. It doesn't mean that you have the right to shoot me just because it was given to you, right? It wasn't even given to you. Just put out there. It doesn't mean that you got the right to pick it up and start shooting people with it, right? It makes that mistake. He asks you guys constantly over the years, stop using my name, please. It was a mistake. It was a mistake. He constantly tells you guys, and well, you just ignore it. You laugh about it. I mean, look at what Skylar did. He's constantly asking people to stop using his name. They do it anyways. You know, and they laugh about it. So obviously the community, they're just, you know, they act like, oh, well, they want to warn him. They're warning G-Man to stop putting his information out there. And immediately when he did that on accident, everybody started like doing it to get under his skin. They all constantly doxed him. They all have this attitude, well, you put it out there already, therefore it's okay for me to constantly talk about it. And he keeps on telling people, please don't put my information. Please stop using my name. You've already been told not to use my name. And then what do? They keep on putting his name out there. They keep on talking to him. Keep on bringing his name up. But, it's bad analogy. You can't ask people to forget info. Right. You can't ask people to forgive info, right? Apparently you guys can't process in your brain. The issue is with whether or not you can forget information, right? The point is that you don't use information to attack them personally just because you have that information at your disposal. Do you understand? Just because you have, just because you have information at your disposal doesn't mean you have the right to use it. I have Drag's address. I have Drag's information. I have Hannah's information. I have a few people's information here online, and I've had that information for a while. I have never used that information. And if people want me to come out here on YouTube and just give little details of things that that no one could know, had they known that information, I can do that. I can prove that I have the information. But of course, I'm not going to use that information to attack or hurt anybody just because I have that information, right? I could simply and easily say, well, Drag made the mistake of putting his DNA test out there, right? Or something that he said when he was walking by a place in one of his videos. I could simply easily say something like that, right? I could say something like that. But you don't get to excuse away malicious activity and behavior. I don't threaten people. That's her name here. Whoever this is, whoever stock account this isn't a threat to anybody. Alright? I don't threaten people. I'll give you a warning. Everybody gets a warning, and then after you cross that line with that warning, you'll see what happens. Okay? Don't tell me careful with anything. Alright? Piss me off and see what happens next. Don't threaten me with anything. Alright? Don't tell me careful with anything. No one's threatening. Alright? No one's threatening anything. But piss me off and act like I'm supposed to tread lightly or something like that, like I'm supposed to be scared or something. Don't talk to me like that, because my hands don't shake. I'm not G-Man, and I'm not somebody here online that's going to not do anything. I don't come from that background. Alright? I'm serious. Don't piss me off. None of you piss me off. Gangster. You ask G-Man about that statement. Alright? I'm not a gangster at all, you're right. But like I said, don't get under my skin, man. I'm sorry about the tone, I'm speaking right now. I am a little annoyed, today, some of the things that were said to me today, in these conversations I was having with some of these guys, it was very much so annoying me. Nothing should have been good. Nothing should be going down in this community the way that it's been going down. I mean, if for the Christians that are watching, if you heard some of the things that I was being told today, just the nerve of these guys, man. Just the nerve of these guys. And I've been telling Christians for a long time. Take advantage of YouTube's terms of services. Do what you got to do, man. Now I'm saying any way that you can defend yourself and protect yourself and do what you got to do, because everything apparently is fair game now. We're in the wild, wild west, right, guys? But there are no laws, no activity for all this nonsense. But for this activity, apparently that's what they believe. These morons clearly don't understand the law, and unfortunately, people like Nate Brody knows damn well that what they're doing is definitely against the law. And instead of him calling it out and using his legal expertise to speak out against this, he's not saying anything. And I know he should, if he is a lawyer, if he was a district attorney, he should know this, because like I said, I've spoken to a lawyer twice over this situation. Of course, I didn't give any names when I was explaining what was going on here. What is going on here is harassment. And yeah, there is definitely legal charges that could actually be pressed. there are legal options for these events. But unfortunately, I don't know what's going to happen, or if anything's going to happen. But I hope something does. And whatever. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to delete some of these fools here where I'm going to troll them. And get myself in bed right now. I gotta go to bed. But, there's going to be a video in the future. But this video might be deleted. This video is going to be staying on. Because clearly you guys can see I'm a little bit annoyed over all this. But I am going to be producing a video shortly, and I'm going to let everybody know too. I do have a third channel. Actually, this is one of the reasons why I don't really care. You know, I know that this community doesn't have anything going for it. I know that there's no debate being had here. I know I don't want to be involved with the people, unfortunately, on the other side of the community that have a voice and that are active here online, because there's nothing at all that they contribute. There's nothing at all that they offer here. Both my channels, I mean, I don't need them. I'm not going to be active on them anymore. I have a third channel, and that third channel is going to be aimed at different types of content. And you guys aren't going to see my face. You guys aren't going to be seeing me active on there, but there's already videos already produced for that channel, and it's going to be doing a great job. And that's the reason why I've made up in my mind that I am not going to be here online in this community at all, because it's a dead end. We're at a dead end here. I mean, we can literally, we all know damn well every word that I'm saying is true. We all know everything that I'm saying is the truth. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, because this is a tribal thing. Yeah, I mean, I keep on explaining that G-Man made some mistakes along the way. He got angry and he reacted many, many times. Yes. But all of these things that are going on, if we're going to be honest about it, which of course you guys aren't, if we're going to be honest about it, everything is happening from a reaction of G-Man. Now, how he reacts and how he gets angry, of course, like doxing Hannah, that's not right. He shouldn't be doing any of that. That's wrong. None of that should happen, right? No, I've known about this for a while. I got a picture of, I knew what Hannah looked like for a while. Okay, like I said, when the information came out about how they were supposedly looking into me, and now I know that they don't know what they think that they know, because they think I live in Indiana. But now, when I was suspecting that there was some activity going on there because of something that they would say, I started looking into this information, and I got a hold of people that were going to give me information as well. Alright, so I mean, one of the pictures, for example, of Hannah and her father, I've seen that already. I know about this. And I've known what she looked like. I've had some information on them for a while. Okay, I've already known this. Didn't do anything with it because none of it's any of my business. Okay, but what's going on here in this community? It's dead. I've tried for a while to help people out when I could. I've tried for a while to even Gus, when he was having difficulties and he was in the hospital. I didn't know all the details, but all I knew was that he was in the hospital, and I tried to help the guy out. When Steve was going through his difficulties, I put up a video trying to help him out. When he started crying on camera because he had a problem with that, he was embarrassed, he didn't like it. I took it down, didn't ask any questions, and then I tried to get a hold of these people privately, people like Sam and Hog's Eye, so that we didn't have to advertise, but maybe we could get some funds going for them privately. Of course, I didn't get any responses back from them, but I tried to get a hold of them. I've always tried to help people out, even the people here in the community that don't deserve it. Even Dragnocks, a while back, I tried to get up, this was actually only a few months ago, where I tried to get a hold of these, where we could speak privately and said, look, man, if you want to have a discussion, everything that we said is just water under the bridge, we can just talk things out. And I have a screen share of that. I have a comment, I can screen share over that as well. And, these people, they don't want peace. I mean, like Nate earlier, he sends me a comment saying, you know what, we should just try to get back to the discussions the way that these are. Then a few minutes later, he sends me a link to a video of G-Man trying to accuse G-Man of lying. Like, I mean, well, what do you think is going to happen? Like, are you expecting me to go along with you to say, well, you know what, we need peace, so G-Man's not lying? Is that the narrative you're trying to spin here? Right? I mean, you don't think that I'm aware of what's happening? Like I said, I mean, none of this, the people here online, they're too naive to what they're seeing. Just like when you watch TV, you get carried away when you're watching a television program, and you're not really realizing the repercussions of like people like TMZ harassing people or something like that going on. It's the same thing here online. Everybody's just like clapping their hands and applauding what they're seeing happening in front of them. They're not realizing that somebody in the real world is being affected. They don't care about what the truth is showing here in our own community. They just don't care because, like I said, it's a tribal mentality. But that's like I said. I mean, after this all goes down, after this all happens, I'm going to, people are going to remember the video that I'm going to produce, and hopefully they keep this in mind. This video, like I said, it's going to be produced for sure on my second channel. After this hangout, you might not see me around here on YouTube for a while. There's going to be talk for a while. Obviously, after this video, people are going to be saying things. I can predict already what some of the things that they're going to be saying. Let the talk go on, because the video that I produce might be a couple of weeks from now, might be next month. I'm going to take my time with it. I want to make sure that it is uploaded, but it might take time for me to upload. It might be a month and a half from now, but that video is going to be uploaded. It's going to be uploaded on my second channel, and I'm going to have as many Christians as I can try to take that video and put it all over YouTube, because it's something that I don't want us to be. I want people to remember that. Because it's important. I mean, if something like this is happening in this community, people in the future need to be able to point out, this is what happened in the community. These are the people that are involved. Look at their personality, look at their malicious activity, look at the history of their exchanges with people here online. And people need to see this. People need to be aware of what they are observing. There's probably going to be a longer video. I might have to actually break it up into like 2 different videos, but it's something that people really need to see. But drunken peasants are going to be covering G-Man getting fired, apparently, right? Of course, they would cover something like that, right? It's the drunken peasants. Of course it will. But, yeah, guys, I'm going to step away from here now, guys. And like I said, there's going to be talk after this little video, obviously. I'm going to make sure this video stays up. I'm actually taking this video, but I'm going to put it actually as my trailer. And this is just the raw, how I feel about what I've seen here online. I'm going to leave this on my channel because I think that people need to see this. And the next video that is going to be uploaded by me, there's not going to be another video uploaded on this channel, other than I'm going to probably marathon